right, so here is the repair shop that I own with my dad. My dad owns the other half, I own the back half, and I wanted to just do a quick walk around. I feel like I would just film this on my phone. That way you guys can have a quick update and see what's going on here at the shop. Yeah, we have a counter here. A VCR came in that needed some sort of cleaning or something on it. Not too sure, but we work on really random stuff from time to time. My brother's actually finishing this up. My brother's my other technician. He's finishing this up. I think it just needed a new laser for the DVD drive. And there was an issue with the VCR tape going in and out. That's already solved. Got a TV there. It's mounted. I need to get this replaced because originally I thought this was a 4K monitor or a 4K TV. It ends up being just a 1080p, so I'm really sad. We need to get that swapped out for a 4K so we can test PS5 and Series X with 4K, etc., or whatever else uses 4K. We have my brother's iMac. This is the shop iMac that he uses for customer intake. Eventually I'll get this glass replaced, but he doesn't mind, and I just didn't feel like replacing it. It's a 2010, whatever. I mean, it works, you know. Customer's console here. This is a diskless Xbox One S that needed a new hard drive and clean, but it was inside the Xbox Insider Beta program, so we had to wait until April to get a new update so we could actually fix this thing, which it is now fixed. This is my dad's bench. It is in disarray at the moment. Eventually, we're going to be cleaning this up and making it all nice. But of course, it's an electronic repair shop. I mean, what do you expect? You know, you got to do your thing and, you know, you do your best with what you got and, you know, work around the mess, you know? Some people can't work like this. I know I generally don't like to work like this, but, I mean, you know, to each their own. So, yeah, my brother's got another computer up there. I'm eventually going to move that somewhere. I'm not exactly sure yet. My dad's got the Microscope. This was the old school Northridge Fix microscope from back in the day. When I say back in the day, it's like maybe 3-4 years ago. So there's that. And then obviously he's got the mount as well that mounts directly to the bench. It goes up and down, all that good stuff. We want to hook up an HDMI splitter to this thing. It goes to the monitor down there, and then he wants to put this monitor up top here so the customers can see what he's looking at. We have the HDMI splitter, but we haven't gotten it installed yet. On the other side, we have parts cabinets, and that's going through a very small doorway that is just melded out of the cinder blocks here. We have my intake and outbound shelf, and this is for jobs that are either waiting for parts, can't be fixed, pickup, or intake. Guess I'll go through a couple of them. This is a PS4 bad CPU. This was the 3DS I did a video on where I reballed the CPU. Still no fix. Customer ended up donating to the shop. I haven't put it in the circulation of parts yet. This is a Nintendo Switch that has a bad APU as well. Came in for a charging port replacement, but sometimes if you have the charging port sometimes mangled, you send power to the wrong pins and it will destroy the APU. We have a random no, it's not a generator. It's like a giant power bank that has like an inverter built into it. We're working on that. That has no power. What else we got? This is kind of a mess back here, so I do apologize. PS5 was mailed into us. It had shorts all over the board. Looked like it had been struck by lightning. We ended up fixing all the shorts, but unfortunately still no fix. It has some sort of DDR4 RAM error. I've replaced that chip like 3 different times from 3 different donor boards. I don't think it's married because it's just a RAM chip, but there could be an issue with the actual SSD module. We replaced the SSD controller on it, still nothing. And here I have a bunch of random parts, power supply cords, fans, other stuff like that. This is where I keep some of my donor boards in here. PS5, laptop, other game consoles, etc. We have an Xbox One S up here, an old computer, and then some other parts in here as well. Most of the CB stuff, if actually all of the CB stuff, is my dad's, and a lot of it is just parts. I have the old microscope just sitting there. Kind of retired it because I have the Northridge Fix 2.0 microscope. This one is the Lapsun. I think it's the 3 IMX IMX 380, and this is what I have hooked up to a 32-inch. This is a curved 32-inch monitor, just 1080p. I have it hooked up with the telescoping stand. I don't know, telescope, whatever. It's the stand that you can do this with. And the reason I have it set up like this is because the double arm boom was way too bulky and it didn't make sense to use, especially if I want to bring this over. I work on a lot of really random stuff, and so if I can bring the microscope up away from my bench as much as I can so I can look and see exactly what I'm doing. That's usually how I do it. So as far as the YouTube setup goes, I have a light here. I've got the Lumix G7, and it's a 4K camera, but we just use it for 1080p. Goes through an HDMI splitter over here that goes into the capture card on the computer, and then we can go ahead and record video that way. So, and then this is my monitor setup. I was listening to some music over here. My iced coffee for the day, which I generally don't actually drink iced coffee, but today I was feeling spicy today. So yeah, this is where I do most of my general micro soldering. It's not super clean, obviously. I do a lot of stuff, so going from day to day. Got a lot of my stencil stack right there. Got a screen battery programmer thing there. Got the quick hot air station, board holder, desoldering iron, regular soldering iron, multimeter. What else we got? Got the alcohol dispenser, general tools, some Q-tips, regular tools. Got the video now that I'm still working on. The heat mat. Got the SSD clone tool for SSDs. Where is that one thing at? Oh, and then I have, this is one of my favorite tools I've been using recently, is the all socket. Man, this is incredible, dude. It's for reading and writing EMMC chips. You can fix Wii U's with this, Nintendo Switch, cell phones. I mean, pretty much Chromebooks. We used it to fix a Chromebook. We dumped the data from the EMMC, put a new EMMC in, wrote the data to it, and fixed the Chromebook doing that. As far as like getting data, like that's one way we can fix it. And actually, I just saw a video, if you are familiar with
greatest technician that's ever lived.
He actually just released a video about a TV that, I don't know, looking for some insight on concerning the EMMC chip on his TV board for his dad. I did reach out to him. I don't know if he'll get back to me or if someone else did, but that's definitely something we can do. We can get the chip off the board, get the data, put it on a new EMMC, and then solder it on the board for him. That's something I want to do if he wants to reach out. I mean, dude, that would be super sick. I do need a new PC at some point. This is the PC. I actually got this for free, and then there are parts that I've upgraded, like the Wi-Fi card, the graphics card I was actually given for free. Then I have just some random parts up there. I got the parts cabinets with different ports in it. Yeah, PS4, PS5, Xbox, Switch ports. A lot of our small parts I actually keep in here, and that'll have just like random chips for different game consoles and sometimes cell phones. If not, I'll put them up here. I got like micro USB, USB-Cs, etc. Got the clamps for phones and tablets. Got my phone for the shop. Power supply. Got the receipt printer and an oscilloscope, a regular printer. So yeah, just a couple general things here. I guess I could show you guys the back room, which is just down the hall here. So we have a third room that we store stuff in. Got a filing cabinet with random stuff in it. I think it has like it honestly has random stuff in it. Even an iPod Nano. I think this is a 5th gen. I have one of these in here. What else we got? We have a heat gun. Zip ties. Random stuff. Got a 2011 iMac motherboard with the GPU. I think it has bad caps. What else? Random stuff. Oh, the lighting situation in here was quite interesting. So there aren't very many outlets in here, so I had to be very creative and make a light. You can buy these on Amazon. They're like 8 feet. So I have it going here, zip tied to the ceiling, and then I made a custom cable that is soldered in and heat shrunk and all that. It just goes around and then just plugs in there and goes to that one, so we have extra light in here. So we have a random bin of electronic parts here, jumper wires, pots, LEDs, lots of stuff. There's the parts iMac. You know, I haven't had the heart to throw this thing away yet. I doubt I'll ever work on one, but it's like once you throw this thing away, then you're gonna need parts out of it, and then, you know, I'll keep it around. Like I said, it's a mess in here. You know, when you get working and you go through your daily day, things just get in disarray. So I have some parts in here. This has got a lot of random stuff in it that I've saved throughout the years. I mean, lots of different things. There's even a brand new iPhone cable. Probably give that to my wife at some point. Random stuff, power supply, my brother's drill just sitting here. Random CB parts, game console parts. Back here, I've got another TV that we have hooked up just for testing. The microscope mount, some filing cabinets, and a ton more of parts. So yeah, this is it, man. This is CF Micro Repairs. This is what we do, man. We get the data, we fix the motherboard, fix the console, we make it work again. Almost failed to mention the board preheater. Yeah, and that was the other thing, is I forgot to film my new desk. So if you guys remember the old one, you know, from the older videos, this is the new one. So, but yeah, man, this desk setup, there are things about it that I would like to change to make it a little bit better. Overall, it's amazing the way it is. It definitely needs some cleaning. It's a very, very small shop, and there's the sign on the front door, my dad's and then mine. I hope you guys enjoyed this. This is CF Micro Repairs. Once again, I'll see you guys.